The law of consistency says motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you going. Have you ever heard someone say, I just can't stay consistent? I know I have. I hear it all the time. I get asked this all the time. Chris, how do you stay so consistent, so disciplined? Well, this video will teach you 4 questions to ask yourself regarding consistency. Once you answer these questions, you will have the key to getting started and the discipline to keep going. The first question to ask yourself is, do you know what you need to improve? In my previous video, I talked about pausing and reflecting. Reflecting helps you figure out what you need to improve. When I was in school getting my MBA, one of my professors told us that if we wanted to be managers, we should understand the program Excel. She said if you're going to manage people, you need to know how to extract reports from different sources and combine the reports into information and analysis. Now at the time, I knew nothing about Excel, but for the next 3 to 5 years, I studied it, and having that knowledge has helped me immensely in my career. It's gotten me to the place I am today, because being in management or being in leadership, a lot of times you have to extract information from different sources and analyze that information. So being consistent with studying Excel helped me greatly. There's a quote, the successful person has the habit of doing the things failures don't like to do. Pause this video and think about 1 or 2 things that you know you need to do and you know you need to work on. The second question you should ask yourself is, do you know how you're supposed to improve? There are 8 things you can do to answer this question. Number 1, to improve, people need knowledge, experience, and coaching. Now, I've gotten all 3 of these throughout my career, and I've been blessed to be able to go to school for knowledge, to have mentors that not only coached me, but allowed me to gain the experience in my profession. So these 3 things are key, and that's the number 1 thing you need. Number 2, match your motivation to your personality. Now what that means is, whatever you really like doing, try to find a way to do that, because that's when your motivation is at its highest, when you're doing something that you love. Number 3, start with the simple stuff. That means start with the simple things that you know you can do to improve, and do those things over and over again, because that leads right into number 4. Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. Don't be afraid to start and look bad doing something in the beginning. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly in the beginning. Number 5, discipline is really a muscle to be developed. Listen, the more times you do different things over and over again, the easier it's going to get. I go to the gym every morning, and it's not a problem now, because that muscle, not just the muscles I'm building in the gym, but the muscle of the discipline of going to the gym has made me, or gotten me to the point where it's easy. It's easy for me to get up in the morning and go. I have that discipline. That muscle has been built. Number 6, be patient. Now, this is another way to improve. A lot of people don't want to be patient. Don't use the excuse of failing for losing discipline. I mean, you have to be patient. Things aren't going to happen overnight. Continue to practice and you will get better. Practicing discipline will grow your consistency. Remember, you will miss 100% of the goals you never set. And as I said in my last video, don't get me started on goals, because all of us need them. Value the process is number 7. That's the 7th thing you can do to improve. In our instant access world, process is the victim. No one wants to just stop and do a process. Everyone wants, I think, what do they call it nowadays? They call it a hack. Everyone wants a hack. Hey, it took you 7 years to do it, and you know what? With this hack, I can do it in 7 days. No, you can't. Everyone has to grind. Everyone has to do that practice and put in that work. So be patient and value the process. Daily goals will help you change your direction. When you change your direction, you can change your destination. The third question you should ask is, do you know why you want to improve? Take the why test. Do you consistently procrastinate on important tasks? If you do, that means those tasks are important to someone, just not you. Do you require coaxing to do small chores? That's one of those things at work, how sometimes when people say, man, Chris, that task you gave me is going to take forever. Well, no, it's not going to take forever. Well, let's see how long it takes. And then it ends up taking about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Well, 1 hour and 15 minutes of doing something that you hate doing, yeah, that is a chore, but it's still only 1 hour and 15 minutes. Next, do you perform duties just to get by? Of course, sometimes we all do that. We think of things to do to get out of the important things we're supposed to be doing. Do you constantly talk negatively about your work? Please increase your job skills and get another job. If all you do is talk negatively about where you work, find another place to work. Do efforts of friends to encourage you irritate you? Now this goes back to something I said a long time ago and something I repeat all the time. You are the sum of the 5 people you hang around the most. So if efforts of friends to encourage you irritate you, get some more friends. Get some friends who may not be doing anything. Get some friends that won't encourage you to do anything and you could do nothing with them. Next, has quitting become a habit? If you quit over and over again, it could be a habit. Think about creating good habits. Good habits create good results. Good habits create good health. Good habits create good finances. So lastly, the 4th question you want to ask yourself is, even the small right choices over time become big victories. Don't think about the one thing you have to do to make it. There are many small things you have to do to complete to make you a success. So I talked about it earlier. Finding a hack to do something quick, it's cool if you do that for, let's say, a hack that's gonna make you, help you wash your car a little bit faster. That's fine. But once again, if you're trying to find something that's going to get you to success years faster than someone else that's telling you how to do it, it's probably not going to happen. So the small choices over time become big victories. Remember that. People ask me, how did I complete 3 master's degrees? I always say, I went to and completed one class, then I went to another class, completed that one, and then I went to another class, completed that one, and so on. I did that, and when I looked up, I had a few master's degrees completed. The last question you want to ask yourself is, do you know when you're supposed to improve? Life change occurs daily. If you believe that, you should start to improve right now. Think about 2 habits you want to change right now and do something about it right now, today, tonight, whatever time it is right now. Either make a plan or do something right now that's going to start creating that habit, and do it today. Remember, if you want to be consistent, ask the following questions. Do you know what you need to do to improve to be consistent? Do you know how you're supposed to improve to be consistent? Do you know why you want to improve your consistency? And do you know when you're supposed to start improving your consistency? Of course, that last one is right now, today. Hey, listen, I appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I will be posting leadership videos from beautiful places in Hawaii like this one each week. Right now, I'm right in front of the Officers Club in the back of the Officers Club on Hickam Air Force Base. I'll take some pictures around this area that I'm sitting. There's a few flies around here, but it is what it is. My name is Christopher Houston. Thank you very much. Good night and God bless.